Good evening, Aina TV viewers. We are at a sold out event for the movie Moor. Moor is a Pakistani drama feature film which has been entered into the 88th Academy Film Awards. And I'm in conversation with the lead actor for the movie, Mr. Hamid Sheikh. First, I'd like to thank him and I'd like to appreciate him taking and accepting our request to be interviewing with us. Thank you so much, Mr. Hamid Sheikh.
Welcome, G. Thank you for your time and thank you for having me in your program.
Absolute pleasure, Mr. Hamid Sheikh. I wanted to start off by asking you, what is it? How did you get casted into this character? What was it that made Jami approach you to get into the character for this movie?
Well, actually, I live in Quetta. Quetta is a very little city. It is the biggest province of Pakistan, Balochistan, and Quetta is the capital of that city. So I'm kind of helping out everyone who comes to my part of the world and they want to do a movie or news or documentary, anything. Basically, I'm an actor, so I try to accommodate people who are into the art movies or any kind of work. I actually did a movie before that in 2008, and it was a British movie. And before Jami goes for anything, he came to me. He asked me how to do and how to cast the actors, especially in Balochistan. So I am the resourceful person there. Before taking him anywhere, I mean to the locations or to the actors, I decided to show him my film so he can choose the actors and locations. So I showed him my film Kandahar Break, and he was going through the movie. And suddenly a scene came and he said, who is this actor? And one of his producers says that this is Hamid. And he was like, this is you? I said, yes, this is me. He said, well, can you play it again? I was like, you should watch my work, I'm here to just show my work. I mean, you should watch an actor. He said, no, I have to see it again. So he went through again, and suddenly he said, okay, stop it. I mean, he stopped the movie, and he was sitting with all his producers in my home, and he said, well, I'm going to change my cast, and I'm going to have Hamid Sheikh as the main Wahidullah Khan role. I was just like, I was not prepared for that. I was prepared to have him as a director, and I was trying to help him out to do the production. I mean, kind of a producer. I worked for CNN News as a producer as well. I did a movie as a producer before, so my experience is more production and acting. And suddenly I'm casted in this film, and I was not prepared for that, but Jami gave me very good time. We went through workshops, we went through all the journey with him, and he brought everything, his experience, his guys, his approach to the character, his knowledge about all this actor performance which I had to do. So I started living in that part. I was not prepared in beginning, I should not lie. I was kind of doing more kind of a action oriented or kind of a angry young man characters. But this is something which I don't look like. So they helped me a lot.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hamid. I wanted to ask you, when you said that you were not ready for the character, that's true because, I felt, looking at you right now and what I had seen you in the movie, a total contrast. You look like a completely different person. I wouldn't have imagined that was you. So tell us what got you into that role of a really strong character, man of principles, man of loyalty. Did you have to go to the Zob Valley, interact with the people there to learn the Pashto language? Just tell us in overall how you got into that character, very strong character.
Well, living in that part of Wahidullah Khan is actually a very hard job for me. I live in Quetta. Language was not a problem for me because I speak 8 languages, including Pashto, and this is a Tapori. The language which I am speaking in this film is a Quetta ki Tapori, like a Bombay ki Tapori, so it's on our language. So there was no problem for the language. I actually trained a few other actors who were with me. I trained them how to speak my kind of Urdu. And the rest is kind of a big journey. I had to gain my weight. I had to go through that phase that, actually I was going through that phase because of my own family separation. My wife was trying to, leave me, and I was in that phase. So the pain was there inside, and to go through all this, Jami gave me many references, like movies like There Will Be Blood, and there was a music source. I'm deep into the music. If you play a music, emotionally I'm charged. I can cry in a second with this music. I can laugh in a second with that any kind of music. So the music gives me a big kind of a push, and it helps me. So Jami was playing all the music, whatever I liked or whatever he designed for the film. So it was playing on the set, like old times, '68, when the film was shooting Once Upon a Time in the West. So they did the same thing. They were playing the music and the actors were performing. So Jami applied the same thing with us. And we went through this journey with his friends, with the workshops. We were living in this part. I mean, I started growing my beard, and people were not recognizing me. And this is a good thing for me, but bad as well, because people don't, they thought I'm kind of a mad, or people used to say, कि यार इसको क्या हो गया? ये तो ठीक ठाक आदमी था, बेचारा बुढ़ा हो गया एकदम. So I was like, I was laughing inside that I'm playing a character, so I have to be here. I have to look like him. So this was my first achievement, and thanks God I did it, and you guys have liked it. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Mr. Sheikh. I'm sure people are just anxious to see the movie. It's such a strong movie. What a strong character you've played in it. Wonderful, wonderful. And to get entered into the 88 Academy Awards, if I've not mentioned it before, that itself is an honor in itself. So congratulations on that. And I wanted to ask you, what kind of response are you seeing? So for example, here, the Pakistan Student Association is actively involved. You probably know on the panel we have Mr. John Falk, who will be coming along, and then we have another independent filmmaker, an award-winning. But so many people supporting this movie. It's a sold-out event. Indie Mehman has done a wonderful job marketing it or advertising it. So how are you feeling? How is all this response and so many people supporting you? How do you feel about all that?
Well, Jami have a different school of thought for the films, and the new filmmakers in Pakistan, mostly, they are bringing something new for the film industry in Pakistan. It's a new school of thought for my part of the world. We had a cinema, but we lost it actually. That was more kind of a inspiration from Bollywood, and we don't want it to have the extension of the same cinema. So this is a cinema which is actually Pakistani cinema, and we are trying to bring it, and we are trying to have it as a good school of thought. We got very good response from the audience abroad in Korea, in Dubai, and Palm Springs. 5 shows were there, and we were all sold out, and very good gentry. I mean, these retired people were, the best gentry, because especially the Goras, they were, telling us the things which we actually could not, find out about all this culture and everything. So they enjoyed it a lot. They have a different perspective from the news and everything. So they liked it, and they knew that something similar coming, but this is something else. This is a piece of art. I mean, this is the kind of cinema which is not bringing this. Yeah, I mean, this is not the mainstream. We are not here to make money. We are getting the respect, and thanks God, respect is everywhere, as you can see. So we are winning as the good filmmakers and parallel cinema filmmakers. It's going to be marketing soon. I mean, you will watch it all over the US and UK and all the European countries soon.
Wonderful. The movie is very intense, but there are little funny parts in the movie too. I think there's a character played Baggu. He, I think, brings a lot of light moments in the movie. And overall, how long did it take for the movie to make, and what locations? Did you really have to go to the Zob Valley to shoot all of this?
We actually shot it in Muslim Bagh. Muslim Bagh is the coldest. It was used to be the highest railway station of Asia because of the locomotives, and the temperatures were -8, and this is -8 where you don't have gas, no electricity, no cool, nothing. We went there. This is a Zob Valley railway line, and we are on a very certain station. This Muslim Bagh station used to be Hindu Bagh station, but after the partition it became Muslim Bagh. So we shot it on that station, and next to this area is called Khan Meterzi. Khan Meterzi is the highest station, then Muslim Bagh is the second highest. So it was very cold, and the weather, because we wanted to have the snow, director wanted to have the snow and everything, and all those blue kind of a screen, I mean the lighting and everything, I mean the temperature changes, so we get a different kind of color temperature. So he wanted to have that, and happily, luckily, in that weather, people just leave the city, they go to the other cities, warm weathers, because People they leave and they go to the other cities like Lahore, Karachi, because they're warmer, and so this is kind of a ghost town then. And we had to live there, and we left. The completion of film is about 5 years, but they started it for 2 years for scripts and everything. Then Jami started and did one spell in Musnibagh and some shots in Sheelabagh. There's another station you see in the movie beginning, and a few other parts of Balochistan. But it is mostly the same railway Zob railway line. And then we had to shift to Karachi. But before going to Karachi, there are a few scenes. Jami, didn't have money, so he sold out all his cars to do the film again. So he sold out everything, and he did few commercials to make money and shoot again. So we went again to Karachi and we shot the film, rest of the film. This is how it works.
Wonderful. So much to know about Jami as well. I mean, it's unfortunate that we couldn't have him here, but thank you so much for sharing about him and, of course, about you. Like I said, it's a very intense role that you've played. I'd like to thank you for accepting our request to talking to us and to Aina TV viewers. Thank you so much again, and all the best, and congratulations.